count 10 digits for the actions in my daily life. 10 digits to remember the things I held loosely. I count 10 digits for the love, the hurt, the blame, and for the moments when I forgot what I have, you see. I count my loved ones on my fingertips like I count the roots to my name. 1, 2, and 3, because my name can describe to you who I was and what I am. Nestled into the fine lines, carved through my hands, I can trace the history of my path and everything that's brought me to now. I run these fingertips up and down my palm just to remember, because 1, it's my first years as a child. Seeking the refuge left by my father's board, I looked for the answers in someone to call my dad. My grandfather filled that hole like no one else. In a time of attempting to cling to all I knew, I was thrown into a pool of love by my abuelo, who would look at me and say, "Pendejo, get up, wipe your tears and let's play poker. I'll teach you how." I'll teach you how, I thought, echoing through the emptiness of my heart. I was given a figure to raise to learn what a father should teach his son. It was the way I was taught to take risks by giving it my all, and laying down all these cards, not in what I have, but what I could be. Because it was the times when he taught me that I remember the most. And when I let my grip come loose, he was gone. And so I count my loved ones on my fingertips too. She was the first person to hear my voice. The first person to nurture my screaming cry for life. The first person to embrace me with a warm, loving hug. My mother raised me. And I vividly remember her half-crescent smile, mimicking the moon, looking down upon me when I felt I couldn't go no more, because she provided light in the dark. And while her light guided many, she focused all of her attention on me, looking down like I was the only person in the world, porque mi luna estaba mi vida. But as I grew older, I left that embrace that I was so comfortable with, filling my life with other things a teenager would. I let her grass fall to the cracks of my hand, and as it fell to the floor, it broke into a million different pieces of the memories that had passed. Because it was walking through those linoleum hallways of the hospital that broke me to the floor. It was a time when she was gone and she couldn't hold me anymore that I realized all that I had. I count my loved ones on my fingertips 3. It's her laugh which is imprinted in my mind. As a young man, I solemnly swore that I would never let anybody in. Vowing to hold this voice, I carried on this decree to hold this void. My tia told me she would be the one to fill that hole, telling me that in this world of loss, she would be the bandage to my wounds and remain the consistency that I needed. It's her laugh which is imprinted in my mind. Because college took that laughter away from me. And after no months of communication and thought, she left this world with this hole in my heart because I didn't grasp to the extent that I should. And no matter what I thought I could, it was too late. My distance tore us apart. And so I count my loved ones on my fingertips. Because through all this pain, I vow to never underappreciate a loved one the same. I vow to never take for granted all that has been done for me by my loved ones, my family. You see, I carry my fingertips everywhere I go. And make sure to count them so that I know that they are there. Because it's the lessons, the smile, and the laughter which help me to remember. I trace these wrinkles down to the core. To those who are here, and to those who aren't anymore, I count my loved ones on my fingertips.